Wow, what an episode! So episode 4 of WandaVision just came out today, and I'm going to be talking about a few spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled in this review, watch the episode and then come back to this video. And if you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. Alright, let's get into the review. Okay, so this episode is the first one in the series to ditch the sitcom style, which I wasn't expecting at all. I knew from some promos that we would be getting some backstory, but I thought it would be in conjunction with the 80s sitcoms, but I suppose that'll happen next week. Anyway, I was very pleasantly surprised by this because even though I enjoy the first 3 episodes, I can't say I love them and that I fault anybody for not liking them. Not a lot has happened in those first 3 episodes, and to me they're entertaining, but this show was off to a bit of a slow start. But wow, this episode opens with such a beautiful shot, and I'm beyond thrilled that we're getting some more consequences from the snap. Far From Home addressed the snap only comedically, and this was so cool seeing it from the perspective of someone who was brought back, and it was utterly tragic. And we also learned that her mom, whom we saw in Captain Marvel 2, has passed away from cancer. We then reunite with fake Jimmy Woo, who seems like he's finally mastered the card trick from Ant-Man 2.
Sir, can you knock?
And we also see how Monica entered the sitcom world. I just love how we're getting this cool investigative sci-fi thriller coupled with a romance horror mystery at the same time. This show has a million genres and it balances them all perfectly. Anyway, we reunite with yet another familiar MCU character, Darcy Lewis, who we last saw in the Thor movies. I'm pretty indifferent with her character, she sort of just reminds me of Felicity from Arrow. This seems to be like a weird trope most shows need to have for some reason, like quirky, witty, intelligent girl with glasses in superhero shows. I'm kinda tired of it, but it wasn't too bad. She didn't butcher the episode or anything, I just hope she doesn't become too overly prominent in the show. She does bring in some more of that natural MCU comedy though, that with Randall Park, who is just amazing as this character, and it was just so refreshing to see. Because the first 3 episodes of WandaVision aren't really that funny, they're just kinda overly cheesy, but on purpose, to give you a weird vibe, so that show hasn't really strived for any actual humor so far, so I thought this was a nice change of pace. Overall, this episode felt incredibly cinematic to me. It answered so many questions, yet left so much more to be desired, but in a good way. I'm not sure how much of this pace is going to be kept up though. I imagine episodes 5 and 6 are going to be taking place fully in a sitcom with very small teases of the real world, and then episode 7 will finish off the sitcoms taking place in the 2000s, and then episodes 8 and 9 will finish off the show in a very big way. Either way, I'm really looking forward to what's coming next, and I'm just so excited now. I'm gonna give WandaVision episode 4 an 8 out of 10. Alright, to cap off the video, I'm gonna throw in a couple of breakdowns and theories. So to start off, I thought it was cool that we heard Brie Larson as Captain Marvel talking to Monica as an ode to when they first met. It just shows how much this character has impacted her, and I just thought that was really neat. We also see that some of the people identified in the sitcoms were given names, and these are actors that are actually from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so the MCU is really starting to feel more inclusive. Lastly, at the end we get some really cool horror, and we see Vision's dead body with a hole through it like we saw at the end of Infinity War, talking to Wanda. This is definitely an error in this reality, and we can see that Wanda altered Vision to look back to normal, indicating that Wanda is indeed behind this. So it seems like this really is Vision's actual corpse, it's not a hallucination or whatever. Wanda really took Vision's corpse and is interacting with it. That's really dark. But Monica does say that it is all Wanda. I still don't really believe that. The show has been clearly hinting that Agnes is behind a lot of this as well and is working with the devil, or otherwise known as Marvel's Mephisto. But we'll just have to wait and see until we get more information. But for now, that's my breakdown of episode 4 of WandaVision. Did you catch some of the stuff I pointed out? Do you have your own theories? Whatever you thought about the episode, I'd love to know it in the comments below. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a great day.